one, fight!
Here I go!
Battle two, fight!
Here I go!
Do not hold back!
Do you wonder why I chose not to seize them? Naturally, I wish to see all fiends destroyed, along with any monsters who pose a threat to the human race. What annoys me most is that they dare resemble my beloved humans. Such blasphemy. My experiments and observations on the filth have concluded. All that remains is to eradicate them. Now, it's time to enhance the device. Oh my! Do you see? Do you see? The fragment's waves and its output have increased! What's more, the astral fissure is gone! Is this assimilation? Absorption? Interesting. This is a remarkable discovery. With this, my plan can proceed! What? The fragment? It's shattered. The replica must have been too weak to handle the increase in power. So, it has to be the genuine article or nothing. The organization must be on high alert by now. They've been fooled by your false reports, and they worship the replica spirit sword fragment. Even though the two fragments have been recovered.
To think we could be controlled like puppets.
My, what a pleasure this is! The leader of intelligence himself coming to say goodbye. You got here quicker than I anticipated. Well done.
Why have you betrayed the organization, huh? What have you done?
Him? Well, I realized I was being observed, but when I asked him to stop, he refused. So I did what needed to be done. Fret not. His life is not in danger. While my plan for saving humanity is important, I do not take pleasure in killing a beloved human. Regardless, you really didn't suspect a thing, did you? Were you not even slightly suspicious about only receiving written reports from your observer?
An evil apostate such as you could never save the human race.
Your words cut me deep. I have a vision, a plan to save humanity, which I'm attempting to put into effect.
Have you gone mad?
Let me speak frankly. The evil seed was imperfect, for it was released merely as a result of the cursed sword. But by combining the powers of the spirit sword and the cursed sword, the evil seed can achieve perfection. When that happens, the world will be rid of fiends, elevating humanity to its rightful place and freeing them from their twisted fate.
So that is why you needed a fragment of the spirit's sword.
Precisely! My research has laid the foundation for the model to produce a perfect evil seed. The ultimate seed! I no longer require the organization. I sympathize with your cause, and I have learned much about the spirit in cursed swords. But it is that cause which shackles me. My research has concluded, and with my plan to save humanity complete, you have all become shackles about my legs.
I can see there is no reasoning with you. You leave me no choice but to slay you, here and now.
Do you think you can? You may be Gro's swordmaster, but you can't expect to defeat me. As thanks for your coming here personally, allow me to show you what happens when you combine the spirit and cursed swords.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Ready?
Your blast. Do not hold back.
Battle 3. Fight!
My goal!
Fight!
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
did you obtain such power?
You can still stand? I suppose I should have expected no less from one of the 12.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Finally, some backup. Kindly take care of this. I was careless to assume you were the only betrayer.
How dare you oppose Lord Aswell? Miserable swine!
Let's leave it at that.
Yes, Master. All your pursuers have been taken care of.
Well done. The time for research, experiments, and observations is at an end. We now enter the implementation phase. My beloved human darlings, I shall show you a shining ray of light that will free you all from suffering and sorrow.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Though born to the noble house of Valentine, the young lady knew not only good fortune, but also despair. Her father delved into alchemy in search of the key to eternal youth, Soul Edge, but found only madness and death. As a result, their house met with ruin. Her mother, before being consumed by a terrible illness, revealed to her they were not related by blood. Even so, the young lady's love for her parents was unfaltering. Following in the footsteps of her father, she devoted her life to alchemy and eventually found herself faced with the truth about Soul Edge.
This can't be Soul Edge. This evil thing. This is what drove my father to madness? Soul Edge. Such a thing does not belong in this world. On my family's name, I vow to destroy it by my own hands. If Soul Edge is indeed the strongest weapon of all, I shall need to obtain an even stronger weapon with which to destroy it. I know exactly what I need. A shape-shifting blade, both sword and whip, that obeys my will. That is the answer. But how? Damn, I refuse to give up. What in the world?
upon thee the point in the escutcheon of destruction, Dexter Pure.
It's alive! Did I succeed?
Yes, Dexter Pure.
Wait, who are you?
The time will come. It is inevitable.
Just you wait, Soul Edge. With this sword, all shall be carved to pieces.
You must be that woman from the West who's searching for Soul Edge.
What if I am?
Who are you to insult the Sword of Salvation?
The Sword of Salvation? Aren't you adorable? Let me give you some advice. If you really know nothing, then it's best you turn back now, little girl.
Don't treat me like a child! Let's see how your sword fares against me!
Battle 1. Fight!
Extend! Extend! Know your place! Extend! Extend!
Battle 2. Fight!
You're strong!
3. Fight!
You're open!
Know your place! Stand down! Stand down! Know your place!
No! I'm not done yet!
More fighting will only end in the same result. You're too weak. Farewell.
Hey! Get back here!
So, I'm not the only one looking for Soul Edge.
I've been waiting for you, Dexter Pure. What bothers you? Is it my appearance? Do I remind you of a demon?
No, I would shake hands with a demon if it aided me in my revenge. I intend to pay my debts.
Is that so? In that case, Dexter Pure, I shall require your assistance. My will shall be done.
That name does not sit well.
Look at you! Fleeing for your lives! Escape is futile!
Impetuous fool! Soul harvesting? Don't make me laugh. I can't give up!
Hey! Why'd you let him go?
You kill too much. We have enough for now.
Does it matter? There are plenty of them! And resurrection requires many more.
Even so, you should show restraint. I am not here to assist you in a massacre. Alchemists have strived to achieve resurrection, but to no avail. All this is to bring your father back. But could it all really be so simple? His words have no ring of truth to them.
More souls! I must have more souls!
Why does that fiend have such an unquenchable thirst? I'm done. I cannot go on like this.
And where are you going?
I'm fed up with your methods. It's as simple as that. And I have my own purpose.
Your own purpose? You fool! The soul edge you search for has been in front of you all this time!
While I admit his sword does emanate an unusual aura, it would be pointless for him to keep me so close. He knows I seek to destroy Soul Edge.
So naive.
I suggest you wipe that smile off your face. Or would you prefer me to wipe it off for you?
Irksome wench! You'll see. As of right now, you're on my list of souls to harvest!
Battle 1.
Fight!
Enough of your foolhardiness!
I'm done playing nice! Know your Be crushed! You're mine!
Battle 2.
Fight! You're mine! Know your You like a mouth fight! Know your I've never liked you!
That makes two of us.
Know your
Extend!
Useless!
I'll make you submit! Enjoy your treat! Give it up already! Perhaps now you'll tell me what you know.
You impudent little spare vessel!
Spare vessel?
What? Okay, I'll head there now.
Running away?
I have more important fish to fry. Don't worry, your turn will come.
Don't you walk away from me. Tell me what you know. Nightmare. Soul Edge. Why?
I wouldn't if I were you. You can't win in your present state.
Out of my way! I don't care who you are, but perhaps you could share with me what you know.
This blade contains a fragment of Soul Edge. It is reacting violently to your weapon. And to you. You seek the truth, but perhaps you already know it. Daughter of the cursed sword.
No! That's not possible!
Battle 1.
I'm the daughter of the cursed sword!
It's the truth. Accept it.
Extend!
Stay down!
Battle 2. Fight!
Know your
You leave me no choice.
Fight!
Know your Know your You know nothing!
You have strength. Strength that comes from evil.
Get away from me!
It's up to you whether you believe me or not. But I've fought one who wielded the cursed sword before.
Do not take me for a fool.
That eldritch aura that envelops you. If I closed my eyes, I'd believe it was Cervantes himself. Think, who is your real father?
You're lying!
So long.
I refuse to believe it until I see it for myself. Nightmare! Damn you! I never crossed paths with Nightmare. It appears someone defeated the Azure Knight. As for what happened to Soul Edge, I know not. It's possible the one who vanquished Nightmare has it, or it could have been destroyed. Still, I feel it. A terrible evil calls out to me from somewhere in the world. Yes, I have accepted my fate. I am daughter to the cursed sword, the heir of an accursed lineage. So I have made a vow to obliterate the cursed sword and rid my own blade of evil. That is the sole purpose for which I now live.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Cervantes de Leon was a pirate captain who struck fear in the hearts of all who sailed the Atlantic. The moment he laid hands on Soul Edge, its overwhelming power transformed him into a terrible fiend. However, two great powers opposed him: the holy warrior Sophitia, blessed by the gods, and Taki, a demon-hunting ninja. Together they defeated Cervantes, destroying part of the sword in the process. Consumed in hellfire, Cervantes' body was reduced to ash. Though it appeared his ambitions had thus come to an end, it was not to be.
That man's over there again.
Looks kind of difficult to approach.
What's he doing? Just staring at that shipwreck?
Hey, I'd steer clear of him if I were you. Pirates used to hang out around there. It's got quite a history.
So, it's a pirate ship?
The Adrian. For the longest time, I have been lost in thought. I no longer know who I am. I've forgotten something important. Yes, that's it.
I never thought for a moment you'd actually be here, Captain. I mean, Captain Cervantes.
Right. That's my name. Cervantes.
What do you mean? The Adrian? The Black Tail Inn? Ring any bells?
Cut the small talk. Sounds like you're asking for a fight. Well, here I am. You do know how to use that sword, don't ya?
Yeah, of course I do.
Battle 1. Fight!
Get ready! Take this! Yeah! See? Not so fast! What? Get ready! Take this! Sing!
Battle 2. Fight!
Get ready! What? Get ready!
Battle 3. Fight!
Come on!
I'm back! The roar of the storm, the tide of blood, it was here all along. Ah! I owe you one. Why so afraid? Is it my rage? Was I always so quick to anger?
Yes!
Answer me. Who am I?
You're our captain, the great pirate Captain Cervantes.
And what was the creed of the great pirate Captain Cervantes?
Steal and then murder. No, please!
Okay, now this next question is real important. Was I the type of guy to show benevolence towards someone begging for their life? Soul Edge. I feel it. Fragments of Soul Edge are buried in my flesh. The blade, when it shattered, its power is the only reason I'm not a pile of ash right now. Still, it's not enough! This power, this weapon, neither compare to when Soul Edge belonged to me! Soul Edge, I'll make you mine again no matter what it takes!